used to be called Auckland DHB. Been there for about 15 years, Te Whetu, and then in the community. And I had long hair then. So I thought I'd take a rest to try and regrow my hair in child health. But I'm very, I mentioned before, this is a calling, I believe, utmost with my heart, this is a calling for me to be here. And I definitely believe that God puts every one of us in a place where we can be of most help at the time. So I'm very privileged to be part of the team. My dream in terms of this role, even though I'm into my third week of it, is to have easier access of services for our Pacifica families, as mentioned, but also in terms of the care that we provide, transitions, but also care that is more streamlined for our Pacifica families, and then towards the end, longer times away. And I always believe that I'm here to work myself out of a job. Malo apito, malo mauwhainga Māori.
We have 22 speakers to go through, so the longer we speak, the longer it takes for us to get to our morning tea. I don't want it to be lunch. Okay, Dwayne.
Hello, this is before Malalangi Mama, Talofalama. Dwayne is my name, I'm the team manager for Tukanga Fohe, and just wanted to quickly say, I know Dr. Amir said keep it brief, but Amelia, so I started in 2007 as a student with Tupu Services, one of the services under Tukanga Fohe. Really just doing the placement to do the placement. I didn't want to work in addictions, but I love Pacific team so much. I've been here ever since, and I did about 12 years on the front line as a clinician of the Tupu Service before going away for a Pacific NGO and then coming back because I love Waitemata so much, and Tini gave me a job as a team manager, so I'm loving it. Just one last thing is I'm excited to see so many of the sector here for Pacific. Mental health and addictions is one of those hidden gems in the sector. I think a lot of our Pacifica may not know about or may not wish to go there, but one of the challenges is to try and recruit our Pacifica to mental health and addictions. I encourage you, if you have a desire to come across, or if you have any one of your family and friends that might want to try mental health and addictions, please, we'd love to see our Pacifica represent us on the workforce. We need you.
Hello.
Maloi everyone. Ko ingoa ko Manfotu. My name is, well, it's a long name. What's in the name? Maufonua Manufina Fotu. And it's quite long, but there is, as we all know, there's meaning to our names. I translate it to wandering bird. It's a seabird, wherever they fly, landed somewhere, that's their home. And I have lived up to my name. Born and bred in Tonga until I was 15, came over to New Zealand like everyone else, and then wandered off to England for 10 years, then wandered back to Aotearoa. And it's privileged because I started off, I have a nurse background in mental health, and it's great to see during that journey I landed in Isalai for 3 or 4 years. And then I went to the NGO for 7 years in the management capacity. And I'm currently the Suicide Prevention Program Manager for Waitemata and Te Whakatumai for 7 years. And like Sanimaka said, I used to have an afro when I started this role. But it's a privilege to be in that role. It's challenging, but it's one of those jobs that is always a need for that. But it's great to see everyone here. Although I'm sitting with the funding and planning team for mental health and addiction, I always love coming to this kind of occasions, my connections to our Pacifica. So it's so great to see everyone and be here. Malo apito.
Malo.
Rosa.
Me.
This is Lisa's unpaid job, photographer.
Malo lele, tuka whapetaya e pe whoki ke ngai lau mea ko toko si. Ko kingoa ko losalia ke ilini pawo so tale mo. Ko whiawhia ke whainga maari e ko ni, ko hi ko e ngahi monu mo ngai tāpua. Ko te mau o ngā ue ai mo timi ko ni Navigator team. Sai. My name is Losalia Kailini Fawoloto Talepo. I am one of the Navigators team. I am proud to be here today because I'm with my team, and it's really nice to see different faces. We've had a few do's, and you know, you get to see familiar faces, but this morning I'm proud and I'm happy that there's more faces, new Pacific sisters and brothers. So welcome, and I'm from Tonga. I'm a fruit salad. I have Tongan, Samoan, Fijian, and French. So welcome. If you see me in the hospital, say hello to me, because my eyesight's not very good. I haven't got my glasses.
Go home.
Ko te katoa, ko whā te maunga, ko moana nui ki wa tuku moana, ko niwe a moa China Pākehā Free, ko Joseph Tavita on to right, tuku ingoa. So my name's Joseph Tavita on to right, and I'm fruit salad mixture of UN, Samoan, Chinese, Pākehā from Irish and English. And I was born and raised in Aotearoa, and I currently work as a social worker clinician in the early psychosis intervention team. So that's where people come when they have their first episode of psychosis. It's a tertiary level service, and yeah, so we work for young people 16 to 24 year olds, first episode psychosis and their journey of recovery. And I'm one of the very few Pacific people in the whole portfolio, so it'll be good to see more of them. Yeah, cool.
Malo. Moving across, we have our oral health interest team.
Oral health.
My name's Louise Taberner. I'm a team leader for the Auckland Regional Dental Service. So our service is a big service, so we cover the whole of Auckland. So we have lots of challenges with our families and interacting and getting children through, and yeah, we're happy to be here and to represent the service today.
Lisa Mulabanaka, my name is Anushka, and I also work with Louise as our oral health therapist. Yeah, like Louise was saying, the biggest issue for us is engaging with our families, getting our children through the service. We know that our Pacific children have the highest decay rate, dental disease, so we really want to, get them through, get them seen. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, moving on, we've got our screening team.
Bell screening.
My name is Sami Fausetu. I'm with the Bell screening team. So we are the ones who hit the ground running. So sometimes it looks huge, but that makes us even faster. I look around here and I see most of you are in the eligible age for adult screening. So if you have received the test, just please do it, and then you will enjoy eating your food.
Oh, that's a good one.
My name is Florence, but you can call me Flo. I'm Samoan. So I'm with the bowel screening team, and it's awesome being able to educate or support our people with prevention before it leads to something worse. So yeah, so.
I'm from Tuvalu. So I'm Yay! promoter. promoting bowel screening program and the awareness of bowel cancer. Thank you.
Can we have the laundry team, please?
The laundry.
Without the laundry team, we'll have to bring our own sheets from
Good morning, it's Alaflava. I had to come here because that day too tough for my skin. Okay, I'd like to say thank you so much for these two beautiful ladies came along on Monday and inviting us to come to celebrate this beautiful day today. So thank you so much for inviting us. And first of all, Talofa, my name is Val Aviata Chong from Samoa, Pika Island in Savai. I work here at Linen Department Offshore 13 years now. I've got one son, one husband. I'm really sad because I heard Jocelyn now is resigned. Jocelyn, I keep sending you my email. I apply as a doctor, but you keep decline. And you say I'm not qualified. I'm just joking. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you all, and thank you for inviting us.
We're waiting for the other partner in crime. Yes. This is the first time we've met.
Oh, yeah, wait.
I'm Francis. I also represent the partner as well. I've been here for about the same. Been around, started at Middlemore, to Auckland, to Greenland, and now here. So I've seen quite a few people in lots of different walks of life, which is really great. And yeah, this is a great place to come. Thank you.
Malo.
Thank you for the service. That's many years
Yeah.
of service to our people, to all of Auckland, in fact. So thank you so much. Now, just perfect timing for the lovely gentleman that has just sat down.
Oh!
Your turn.
My name is Mr. Funaki. I'm from King of Tonga. I'm in Linen for 4 weeks now, and that's about it.
Oh, wow. Really, don't you guys run away. I want to catch up with you guys. And, you know, we need to meet up and support each other. Security. There's two at the back.
I'm Filippo, Marilla from Fiji. I've been with the PHP for about 16 years, sexual security.
Seems beautiful.
Yeah, it's in face. You see my face and out of EDS you come along. Yeah, whatever problem you have, I'm there to meet the coconut.
Thank you.
My name is Fa'alini Le'ota Sakalia Va'avale. So, all my name is actually from different parts of the Pacific. My first name is Niwen. My middle name is Samoan. My last name is from the Wallis and Futuna Island. And my surname is Samoan. And all of those Pacific cultures actually make me a proud daughter of the Pacific. I'm a humble servant of security, and I'm one of the newbies. I'm still learning from the pros. I was born in Tonga but raised in Niue, and I'm actually proud of being a rock, tough rock. So in security, we pretty much support medical and mental health. And when they come through to ED, when there's aggression, when there's violence, security is where they look for support. I call us as the punching bags, but I guess we are coconut punching bags. And I'm actually proud. be in the service and in the service of the Waitemata. Thank you.
We're happy to spend a few minutes outside with the two of you. Really lovely to meet you. Okay, navigators, Ainsley, and then Anna.
And then Sarah.
Well, my name is Ainsley, and I have many addictions.
She
But I
does.
won't tell you. I too am a cocktail, but I was born and bred in Samoa, and what a privilege it is to be a part of all of you connected. Paramount to our role as navigators, we have to know who you are, and in order to help our families that arrive in the hospital. Such a beautiful, meaningful job to serve our families when they come through. So I'm grateful every day, and hope that we continue to do a good job. Yeah, thank you.
Malo. Ala.
Talofa, Nanolei. Greetings to you all. My name is Paulette Yala. I'm a Samoan Niuean. Born in Samoa, came over when I was 11. So I joined the Pacific Navigator team in 2008, just like Matangaro. We were the original team when Sulu was our service manager. Yeah, I think I won't add any more. I think pretty much everyone else has said what we do as a service. Yeah, so I won't keep everyone like Haumea. I like to have morning tea, not lunch. So I'll leave it at that. Thank you.
Malo. Sarah.
Hello, Falawa. Good morning, everyone. My name is Sarah, part of the Pacific Health team in the hospital. Nice to meet you all. Thank you for coming along. But we wish to keep on seeing each other and say hello, get to know, and then I will meet you at the our morning tea. Thank you.
Malo. Oh,
Thank you so much for your service. Thank you for your dedication to our people as well as to the population of Waitemata. It is, I know that our ERT lead wasn't able to come here. The interim lead at the moment is Tamsin Brock, but she sends her kindest regards to us. All right. Before we go to the community, Netili. How could I forget?
Talofa lava malo seifua manuia, o Netini vai aulo ingoa. Talofa, my name is Netini Vaiau, and I'm the operations manager for Takanga Afohe. So if you want to know Takanga Afohe, please connect with us and we will explain because we haven't got the time. I just want to acknowledge the space and this day. I want to acknowledge Reverend, our leaders in the community as well as our leaders within Waitemata. But most of all, acknowledging you and thank you, Almir, for your leadership. There is a saying that people are our great resources. And it's so fitting that we can come together and celebrate our people, because often we run around doing things for the community, for Waitemata, but we hardly ever come together to celebrate our people. So this time it's more fitting that we come together, especially at the end of the financial year, end of June. And it's also very important for us to connect, because although we are, Pacific is big, but I don't think it's big. It's still small within Auckland. The other thing too is that it's really important to grow our workforce. When we look around now, I think the median age probably here is about 49, 50. but it's so good to grow the workforce and bring the young ones. Our Pacific population is about, is a young population. 54% is around the age of 24, 25, and that's how young the population is, and so therefore our other task is to grow our Pacifica workforce and bring them through the pipeline. Sulu, I would like to speak with you, Sulu, because it's very important when you connect to places like AUT, Auckland, Unitec, to make sure that they send the Pacific students, nursing students, to Takanga Afohe. I promise you, if you send them to us, we will ground them, we will help them, and they will come back to work for Waitemata. Okay, that's all I have to say. Thank you, Manuel Tatawaso, and congratulations, David Louis. It seems that I've known you for a long time. I think you were one of the first people in the community that, that stayed within mental health and addiction. Now you're part of this community, so Manuel Faiva, Fafitai.
Before we move to the community leaders, I just ask Piasili and JD if you can just introduce yourselves and just say hello.
Hello everybody, my name is Piasili and I'm a Pacific Cancer Navigator for the Waitemata District. I am Samoan, born and raised over there, but moved here when I was 18, so yeah, long time ago in New Zealand. I serve our Pacific Cancer families during their journey with cancer, and my cancer service sits under a Māori umbrella. I look forward to meeting with you all when we eat, and look forward to working together to better serve our Pacific families.
Hello.
Talofa, and good morning everybody. My name is JD Victor and I'm a community connector with Whanamanawa Out West and work alongside Piasili. We have a very, very small Pacific team as a Māori organisation, so we're really keen to try and expand that, which is why it's important for us to come here and meet others and share some common ground. I'm New Zealand born Samoan. My dad's from Besenga. My dad's from Taranaki, my mum's from Besenga, and my background has been in broadcast journalism for the better part of 25 years through the Pacific Media Network. Since 531PI was incepted in 1993, and left the network in 2020. So if your voice needs a change in your phone line, I'm here. But as part of my role as a community connector, which is so pivotal, and it was only established as a result of COVID, community connector role is pivotal in helping our families thrive in what has been some really challenging times with COVID, with the floods, with the cyclone. And my role is to help them rebuild sometimes if they've been affected by the flood or cyclone. I'm blessed to live among our communities in South Auckland, and I'm blessed to work with our communities in the Northwest region. Thank you.
We've been planning to work closely with both, and we've just been distracted with so much work, but I think after this we can sit down and have some time. Thank you. Okay, now we're coming to our community leaders, and we're almost done, and we've done very well this morning. Thank you, everyone. May I ask David Louis to kick off for our community? You can come here if you want.
Ia mua ona o whāturo I le paia manu ma whia nei kai au ia whanuru atu ia o tau paia tau nau whāturo I paia whane kāresia paia whane maro ia taina ne fwoi paia whane ngātuenga. A privilege to be here and to see all your beautiful colourful faces and reminds me of alanga upu Samoa o lupe na pau ese au fui fatasi. The birds from different parts of the forest that are now flying as one. And I guess that's a good analogy on this. Just to be here to acknowledge all of our workers and the tough and challenging work that you are faced with. In Samoa, we believe in there are three perspectives of health, and we use the analogy of fishing. The man on the mountain that has the overall view, the view of the person on the tree on the beach, and then the view of the person in the canoe closest to the school of fish. And in order to get a good outcome, you need all those different perspectives. And I sense that all those perspectives are here. But in particular, I'm really here to acknowledge the person in the canoe, like most of us here, who are closest to the school of fish. And just to encourage you in the challenging roles that you have, whether you're working in security, the importance of being in the laundry to make sure that all of our, they're all so important. And we found out in COVID how all of those roles are so important, including those in the community where we can achieve a lot when we lift where we stand. And Whawhapea Samoa, e loko ale samia e loala hui, e lawe ale le vau ai I loala o manu. The deep ocean might be very deep, but the fish still find their way. The forest might be very thick, but the animals still find their way. And I think I just bring that whakatauki from Samoa because it encourages us. Despite all the challenges, I think together we can find a way. So just here to acknowledge all of you and just to acknowledge the leadership of our mayor, Aiola, but also our chaplains and all of those in our spiritual sector, not only working inside the hospital but also in the community. It's a privilege to be here.
My Lord.
So we can start from the other end, our representative from the Kiribati community, Kennedy.
Kamrata ni limau. So my name is Janet O'Connor. I represent the Kiribati community west, here in the west. I'm a retired health professional. I'm very glad to be a part of this team. When I was listening to the statistics about the number of health workers in this west, I didn't hear anything about Kiribati. And I think it's not fair. I think it's because there's hardly any Kiribati in our health team. I hope my granddaughter, who is in second year in AUT nursing, I hope she'll be one of the service providers here through the West. But it's good to be a part of the team. Thank you very much for organizing this meeting. It's really great to be in touch with everybody. Acknowledge your great leadership, Dr. Omea, very great, and our MC, Waiola. Thank you again. Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Thank you, my Lord.
Kia ora nara watatou katoa. Warm Pacific greetings to all of us this morning. Thank you very much, Dr. Omea and your team, for inviting us to this very special occasion. We are grateful that we are part of you as community ethnic groups. I'm from Rarotonga in Aitutaki, in the country called Cook Islands, a very small country. Yes, I'm very grateful that we can take the information back into the community and even onto our 531 PI on a Monday. For our people, especially in the West, to know that you exist for all of us. There's a whakatauki in Te Reo Māori and also the same in the reo Aotearoa, reo Māori. Nā ko te raurau, nā au te raurau, kaorai e te tangata. My basket of knowledge and your basket of knowledge sustain all of us. So here we are today. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Let's all work together, always.
Malo.
Kia ora ana tātou katoa, te tutu mai ki rau i te moro te amutu are. Hey, Manawa and I from the educational sector, and we're both studying at the moment. Manawa is going on to do a master's, and I'm doing my PhD at the moment. So I used to work at universities. I've seen our people come through. I lectured, I mentored our Pacific students, and I've learned a lot, I've observed a lot, and teachers observe a lot, you know, and they're very critical. So first and foremost, Aomea, thank you so much for your leadership, And it's not only about the doctors and professionals up there, but it's also about the little people. And that's a sign of a very excellent leadership, actually, acknowledging everybody. You know, that everyone's the same. Although you've got different qualifications, we are all the same. We are all God's people, and it's our spirituality that holds everything together as Pacifica. And I just want to recommend something, Omia, as an educator. Secondary schools and many tertiary educators have career nights. And at the end of the year, every year they have career nights where different organisations come to present what's there to offer. So I think it would be a great idea if some of people present here would go to these career nights and try and attract the young ones to further their studies and to come and eventually work with the Whatuora. Because, you know, my children also went to, had career nights, and that put them on the path actually to be what they're doing nowadays. So that's just a suggestion. And but it's so good to see everybody here. You know, it's awesome. But yeah, if you have anything for children, we can, you know, educate the children in the library, in the hospitals. Thank you. May te mata.
E ngā iwi, e ngā mana, tēnā koutou. Te whare atu nei, tēnā koe. Te papai takoto mai waho, takoto mai. E ngā mate, haere, haere, haere. Maloni, ko te kuingoa ko Netta, ko aue hau te pelau. My name is Netta, greetings everybody. My name is Netta, and I'm one of the Tokelauan leaders out here in the West. I just want to say how privileged I am to be here today and to be in this space, and to acknowledge and to celebrate all of our Pacific workers within the health sector. We don't do this enough as a Pacific community. So I want to say, Hokamai, thank you so much for your service. I pray that God will continue to grant you the desire to continue serving, because it's not just for yourselves, but it's for our people as a whole. You know, when someone comes into the hospital, you don't look at them as just being Tokelauan. You look at them as a Pacific person, and they see you as family. There's a connection straight away. When I was sitting there and I listened to the different greetings in the languages, man, I felt like I was in heaven. You know, because I do a lot of research. I mean, I did some research in regards to the language and the usage of our Pacific languages. We don't use it enough. When we come into forums like this, we prefer to speak, you know, the language of Paelangi. Why? When you yourself, you should know who you are, be proud of who you are, and you should carry that, because behind you comes all of those that have laid the foundation for us to be here today. So, hakamake, be strong, and to Dr. Aomea, I can't thank you enough. You know, the sign of a great leader is what is present here. It's a representation of people from different walks of life, but especially different sectors within the hospital and the health of town. So well done. May God bless us all, and may we continue to, to reap the rewards of today. Te manuia.
Tapu moe a whio e atua. E te uwhanga te pēngai whakatapu os whakauko kai a tā mo au ke u kau pehe tara noa whakauko e honi. Yeah, good morning everyone. My name is, my full name is Taleki Foretore Wiawhi now, but most people call me by half of my second name, which is Fole, and it's very unusual for Tongans. Even Tongans will think, what sort of name is that? But I'm very blessed to have that name. And that was after a great uncle of mine who looked after my grandfather. And he was the only other Fole, and I'm the only other one left. Very proud to have half of it most of the time when I'm out there. I'm not here as a Tongan community leader, I'm just here as the one that was told to turn up, because the real leaders are the ones that are out there, and for me, I'm just a connector. I just share the information, I unlock a few relationships, I do some stuff here and there, but it's really serving the real leaders that are out there that never usually turn up to stuff like this. So I really want to acknowledge them and the hard work that they do. And I just want to say that when I came in and I saw Manu earlier on, and very early on we were just saying, oh, what have you been up to? And I say, oh, we're just doing our thing in our corner. And unfortunately, that's one of the problems. We're all doing our things in our own corners, and it's really hard to connect. With all the cool work that you guys do, like, as I heard some of the challenges you were talking about, like we can't get the families to the dentist, and we can't get, show up to do all their scans and all this sort of stuff. Why? I don't know why, but, maybe we need more of this on bringing us all together, just to come together and break bread and share. Because I think we all want to do stuff together. It's just really hard to do it together when it's not an intentional coming together. Like if you don't say we're all going to come together here and do this, and all we're going to do is talk about and share insights, you just don't do it. We end up just, oh, what have you been up to? Oh yeah, we're doing our work over here. But the work we do in terms of lifting economic well-being for our Pasifika communities is good, but we shouldn't be doing it separate from all the work that you're doing. But the way that the system is, we end up doing it in our corner, and it's really hard to connect. So thank you to our mayor and Viola and the whole team for doing this, because maybe this is what we need to do more of. Like get everyone from every sector, from every walk of life to come together and just talk and talanoa, and then we can say, oh, why don't the kids come to the dentist when the dentist is right at the school? And then, they can share their insights, and then we can start figuring stuff out. But this is a cool platform to really kick it off. Thank you. Hopefully we can do more of it and but more intentional. Like make it whatever. On this day we're all going to gather over here, and we're going to get all these different sectors together, and we're going to share, because I really want to know what you guys are up to, but I never get this opportunity to do this. What are you guys up to? And what are we up to? And how can we work together? It just doesn't happen. So hopefully this can really get it going. Thank you to the team for doing this, and thank you to all our Pacific staff for holding it down for our communities. Malo.
Malo.
Thank you guys for providing this space. Ko Kinga, ko Whakakoloa Kutu, and like everyone else, I have a very, very long name. I'm Tongan, but essentially my name translates to enrich. So I'm Whakakoloa, and I'm part of Fole's Tongan steering group for Waitemata. I'd like to say thank you so much to Viola for inviting us today, and it's been a very warm welcome from the moment we came through the doors, me and Amelia. We were greeted and warmly welcomed, and I work at Te Tarituri o Te Corona, so I work at Crown Mall, and I'm in a space that's predominantly Pākehā, so I'm not used to coming to engagements like this, but when we walked through the doors and I saw the tapa, I saw, ko whawhalae ngā tuenwhara, I felt really welcomed, and it's just great to be in your space for the day, so thank you all for having us and really setting the tone for all the work that is to come in the future. I have invited Amelia, who is our nursing student,